then it all just stopped. I never thought it would come to this.
Hey guys, so obviously I'm in a different room right now, but that's because I'm in Hong Kong. But because I'm so dedicated to my craft, I brought my books so I could film this. I was gonna film it in a better location where there's a fountain, but there's people down there right now. So I went to the study room because there's no one in here. It's just so, not embarrassing, but you know, you're in a public space, so stay respectful. Anyways, today we're reading like the one and only Blackpink's Rosé. She's my bias in Blackpink. Also, I'm having a bad hair day, but I need to get this done because I'm going to Guangzhou tonight. You know, I'm waiting for her solo projects to come out because I really love everything that she stands for. I genuinely appreciate her appreciation for music. Matcha Supreme. So my first two books are from, she was seen with it in an episode of Blackpink House. The first book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. I'm gonna be honest, maybe it's because I've read too many self-help books, but this was made for me. And maybe this is what happens when you read too much. It kind of feels like you're reading the same idea over and over. So I took a liberty of having ChatGPT write me a book review of this. And this is what ChatGPT had to say. The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson, I believe. This book is all about embracing life's challenges and focusing on what truly matters. Manson's no-nonsense approach helps us understand that we can't care about everything, and that's okay. He uses humor and real-life anecdotes to show how we can let go of societal pressures and live authentically. This is a must-read for anyone feeling overwhelmed by the expectations of modern life. If you're looking for a book that gives you a refreshing perspective on self-improvement, this one's for you. Was it humorous? It was humorous in some parts, but this entire thing just felt more so that I was being mansplained to. It just feels really random with the examples, and honestly feels a lot more like opinion with a few thrown in facts just for credibility. Like, he's talking about Buddhism in one part, and then Romeo and Juliet, and then in the beginning I'm pretty sure he quoted, he's really problematic, Bukowski. So I don't know, his whole idea is that society pressures you into giving an F about everything, you know, but there's only so many Fs you can give, so stop giving an F. And that's honestly what I got from this book. So this really wasn't my cup of tea, but maybe if you've never read a self-help book, this would probably help you more. I got a bubble tea, and this is like a matcha supreme. It's like a croissant kind of thing. The second book seen in Blackpink house is When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. If this will focus. It's autobiographical nonfiction. Okay, Google says it is a memoir about his life, so it does count as a memoir. Okay, good. It was really touching. It's a heart-wrenching story, but also inspiring. The author is a neurosurgeon who is diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he kind of shares his journey from being a doctor, having all the power in your hands to heal, to becoming the patient, and how he goes from treating the dying to becoming a patient himself who has to face his own mortality. And in this book, he kind of reflects on life and death and what truly makes it worth living. Honestly, I don't know if it's just memoirs, but a lot of memoirs are really touching. I was recommended to read this before I go to college, and I kind of understand why. It's nice to read such memoirs like this at a younger age, but not young enough where you don't understand. I also read Educated, which was really moving, but it is books like these that kind of help you put into perspective. I'm really grateful for all the things I have. I have access to an education, I'm healthy. I think this memoir just helps you realize tomorrow is never fully taken for granted. Everything could end. His words really were kind of a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and how strong one's will can be, even while searching for meaning in the face of adverse times like cancer. It's summer, so if you're in the mood to be deeply moved or emotional, read this. We're gonna take a fun break, and this book is called All My Friends Are Dead by Avery Monson and Jory John. Honestly, I think it's such a cute book, and I bought this secondhand. All my books are secondhand, but this one's so cute. I found on the inside, Happy 50th, Chris. You are nowhere near dead. October 2022. Chuck plus Sherry. I love when they have little notes like this. Fun little lighthearted, quirky, and humorous book. It's a little dark, a little comedic picture book that has a wide range of random characters. I thought it was going to be about a dinosaur. There's a robot in here, there's a grandpa, there's a dodo bird. They got a lot of things going on in here, but I did find it funny and lighthearted. She dressed up as a character for Halloween and she was carrying it. So all these characters are basically dealing with existential dread for being, the last ones of their kind. I think the illustrations are quite witty and humorous. I was reading this at 2 a.m. in the morning and I found it funny. Don't let this morbid title fool you, because it's actually entertaining and probably will make you laugh or at least feel better about yourself. Read this, take a break, and then read this after. Honestly, this seems like the kind of funny stuff Rosé would like. This is like her humor. Tell me, I don't know. It's really funny. Look at these 2 pages. Okay. I found it funny. And then lastly, she had this in her Vogue video, 8 Rules of Love by Jay Shetty. Now this is another self-help type book, but I personally think it is better than this one. He's known for, apparently the author was a monk for some time before he got married. Anyways, he kind of shares some insightful wisdom on his thoughts on love, not only how to find it for yourself, how to keep it, how to let it go, not only love for yourself, but love just everywhere in all aspects of life. Loving others, loving what you do, you know, so on. And his first tip is to figure out what love means to you, which makes so much sense, but the reason why I like this more than the first self-help book is because it doesn't give you a bunch of stuff, but it also gives you a bunch of activities for like try this, try that, so you can actually start reinforcing change. Because reading is just one thing, because trying something new is quite daunting, but just having something small, here's how you can make a small step towards change, makes it that much easier into becoming a better person. Shetty kind of lays out 8 principles that can help one find love, keep it, and nurture love. He talks about how it starts from self-love, and then from knowing what you value and that you love yourself, you are able to use that love to build connections with others and love others. His advice is more practical in terms of, I was thinking, can I actually enforce this change? Can I actually use the advice in this book? And I'm more likely to use the advice in this book. A lot of his advice is rooted in mindfulness, but it feels practical and doable. And I'd say maybe it's because of his experience as a monk. I don't know, he takes a lot of practices from Eastern philosophy. A lot of things Western cultures are missing. He's like, oh, meditate, do yoga, that kind of thing. This book is good for people who are looking to deepen their understanding of what love is to them. You know, just really enhance and create more meaningful relationships with others. This is quite introspective. I was gonna say, oh, out of these 4, I would recommend yada yada yada, but I think, you know, each one is supposed to fulfill a different aspect of what you're looking for. This is for making you laugh, this is for love, this is for, you know, just appreciating life, and this is for how to not care as much. After reading these, makes me understand why she's such a good artist, because she understands herself and is then able to relate with others through her music. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have another book video, probably not soon because I haven't started reading. Like, I read a few of the books, but it's on a model, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.